very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I'm very excited because today I'm going to do a full face of my favorite makeup, but back in 2020, 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm very excited. So we're gonna see, do I still love these products? Do I use them as much as I did back then? And yeah, if this is the first time here, very welcome. If you love makeup, you're at the right spot, my friend. I post 3 videos a week. I post almost all about makeup. I love neutral makeup, colorful makeup, everything in between, and I also have vlogs and fashion related videos on my channel. So check it out. If you like it, please subscribe. I would love to have you here and give this video a thumbs up. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as I said, in 2020 I had some favorites, of course. I always do these kinds of videos. So in January 2021, I did a video of my favorite makeup products in 2020 that I tried. So we're gonna try it out and see if this is going to be like things I still use. So let's start with primer. I'm just gonna say I have some Pixie here. I think Pixie was the brand I really loved in 2020. So I have this Pixie primer here, and this is the Flawless Beauty Primer. Okay, I zoom you guys in a little bit. So this is very glowy, and I feel like, yeah, I used this primer back in 2020 a lot. I think I got it in 2020, so that's why it became a favorite. And it is like a very like a luminous, glowy, or almost like, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Like it's a hybrid. This is a primer, but it feels like it's so glowy, so you can probably use this as a highlighter as well. But yeah, you can see it's glowy. The skin feels very, very smooth. Do I still use this? I don't use primer that much, and if I do, I use more like gripping primer just to have something to the foundation to stick on. So I don't use it that much, but now when I feel it, I feel like, why not? I should put it in my Shop My Stash this week. For foundations, I had, I think 3. I had the Bare Mineral Original Powder Foundation. I think, maybe not in my last video, but in my recent video I used that one. And then I had the True Skin. Was that from Catrice? Anyways, that is finished, so I don't have that. This one is almost finished. We're gonna see if we can get some out, but I had this one, the Stay Naked from Urban Decay. I love this foundation, but you can see it's, I don't know if we're gonna be able to put this on my face because it feels like it's already finished. Maybe I can get some out. We're gonna see. Otherwise, we're gonna take the Bare Mineral. Maybe I need to do like this, actually. Maybe I can actually do like this. Because I had a backup plan. I will look like Meredith on TikTok. She always do like this. This is quite, you can actually get some up here. That is pretty good, so we can use this. What a great surprise here. So I'm gonna use this brush because I talked about it in my favorites. So this is from Flare, and this is the 106 Buffing Foundation brush. This is a brush I absolutely love, but have I used it? The thing is, I use the sponge almost all the time. If I use a brush, I have another one. This one from BH Cosmetics. You can see it looks a little bit different than this one in shape. But I mean, this is a very good brush. I bought 2. I mean, I bought 2 of these. So, I mean, you can absolutely understand why I love this brush, because who buys 2 of the same brush? Well, maybe a lot of people, but usually I don't do that. But this foundation though, it actually looks really good as well. I haven't used this for quite a while because there is almost nothing left, but I feel like we could manage to put some on here, and it just looks very, very beautiful on the skin. And I do remember I was raving about this foundation a lot, and I can see why. That looks really pretty, guys. So back in 2020, I had some favorites when it came to concealers, so I didn't have just one, but this is the only one I have left. So this is the Born to Glow from NYX. I have it in 2 shades, so we're gonna apply it. By the way, this foundation, maybe I should repurchase this foundation because it looks really gorgeous. I mean, it was my favorite though. I have this in vanilla. Maybe we're gonna try the vanilla first. This will be finished soon, but I also have it in pale. And this is super light, but I think we need to like mix it a little bit. This is a very hydrating concealer. I mean, I have it in my collection because I do think it's good, and it has not expired yet. I think I love a little more coverage than this, so I would say I don't think they have this anymore, by the way. Do they? Is this like a concealer that no longer exists? Maybe. I know NYX has a few new products. Well, they have a lot of products, but so maybe they have something similar. So now I have brightened up the under eyes a little bit and covered a little bit of the dark spots. And now, guys, for bronzer, well, I had the Milk Makeup bronzer stick, but I have used that so much lately, so I took out this one because this was one of my favorites. This is from Kaleidos. This is the Charisma Contour Palette. Here you actually have 3 shades. So you have a lighting powder, you have a contour, and you have a bronzer. And I know this was a brush also I had in my favorites. This is a bronzer brush. This is great. This is also from Flare. These brushes are amazing. This is a Swedish brand though, but it's amazing. This is the 201 Angled Cheek brush, and I'm gonna dig into this one. So do I use this one? I would say no. I think I used it, well, I used it a lot in 2020, maybe in 2021 as well, but I will say I don't reach for this anymore. Why, you may ask? I have no idea. I have so much in my collection maybe, and this has not become like a favorite. Well, it was a favorite back then, but then I feel like it's just got lost a little bit in my collection probably. But now when I use this bronzer, it looks really, really pretty. And I mean, I love face palettes, and this is a very small and compact face palette. So if you want something that is not bulky and big, this is probably a really good purchase. Although, do they have it anymore? You never know with Kaleidos. I don't know if they have it anymore, if they sell it. If they do, I will link it down below. But this is in medium, I suppose. Let's see here. This is warm and medium, yes. So I think they had like 3 different ones. One that was like light and one that was deeper. Okay, we're going to contour as well, because I feel like now when we have this one, we should probably do that. This is a very, very cool tone contour shade. So I'm gonna mix actually, because I do remember when I contour with this, it feels like it's very grayish on me. So I'm gonna be very, very careful, like dipping in to both of these shades, like the bronzer and the contour. But yeah. So maybe something like this. This looks really, really pretty, guys. For blush, I had something from Pixie. These 2 right here. This is a great formula, guys. I still use it. I still love it. So yeah, this is a hit. This is the Glowy Powder. And what it is, it's like a... How can I explain? I have it in 2 shades. I have this one. This is the Peach Dew. And this is Wednesdays. So this is more like a pink, as you can see. Very shiny, and this is more like a peach. This is very similar to the Milani Luminoso blush, but this is more glowy, but it's the same like color to it. And what I do, I just take a brush. I'm gonna take a more dense brush, dig into this one, and just apply it as a blush, and it will give you a blush, but it also will give you super glowy effect, like almost like a highlighter at the same time. So it is like a hybrid between, I feel like, highlighter and a blush, but because I don't have that deep of a skin, because this I cannot use as a highlighter, but on deeper skin tones, I don't know, maybe, but For me, it's more like a very glowy blush, and it looks so healthy and glowy, and especially when you do a little bit like that. Put it a little bit on your apple so it gets that little shine to it, or glow. I really like this product. It's super beautiful. And another product I have from Pixie that I had as a favorite is this highlighter. So this is the Subtle Sunrise. This is the Glowy Glossomer Duo or something. So this one I had as a favorite. Do I still use this one? Well, I do. I don't know if it's like, I don't feel like it's like my favorite, but now we are super glowy, so I feel like we don't need more highlighter on this face. It's super glowy, but anyway, this gives a really nice glow, and not like a glitter glow, just a glow from within, but very, very strongly. So it's very, very shiny, or, you know, highlighty. Very beautiful. So that one I use from time to time. Are we going to do, now we have done all, no, we have actually a lippies as well, but maybe we're gonna do that after I have done the eye look, because I have two here, one red and one more like orangey. We're gonna see how this look turns out, which one we're gonna use. But for eyeshadow base, I had this one, and this one I use till this day. So this is the eyeshadow base from Kiko Milano. This is in neutral, and it's a really good eye primer. So we're gonna start with this one. I just take a little bit and then just dot it in. When this one is out, I want to try something new. I think I want to try the from Nabla, but still, this has been my favorite for years. I mean, back in 2020, this was my absolute favorite one, so I feel like I always stick to primers, eye primers that I know works, because I don't want to adventure like my eye look. So yeah, I like to use something I know I like, if you know what I mean. Okay, I had a separate video where I talked about my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I didn't have a ranking back then, so I just talked about a lot of eyeshadow palettes I love, and I have picked out two because I want to do an orange look. Can you see? Like orange yellow. This was one of my favorite. This is the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti with Stacey Marie. This is a really big palette. I mean, look at this, but you have so many options, and I feel like we're gonna play with the orange and red here today, and then I wanted some yellow on the lid. So this was also a favorite of mine. This is the Cake palette from Glamlight. This is a very fun palette, and this is how it looks. We have a yellow shimmer here, and do I use this? No, I don't use this, guys. I have never actually used this that much. Well, back when I got it in 2020, I thought this was a great palette, and I used it back then, but after that, I cannot say this has been a favorite of mine through the years, but you can see it has been crushed a little bit there. And the Love Tahiti palette, that one I have used a lot more, this one, but I do have one other from Be Perfect and Stacey Marie, that is the Antidote palette, and that one is absolutely my favorite one, so I use that more, but here you have more brighter colors. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in, and we're gonna get started. Okay, so now we are a little bit closer. I don't know if you will be able to see anything or see my, because this is so big, you guys. It's like me or the palette in frame. But I think I'm gonna start with this yellowish orange shade. So we're gonna start with this one in the crease. I mean, this is a great palette, so it's just that it's very, very big, but you have all the shades you need, and I think that was what I loved about it back in 2020. I felt like I used colors so much. Now I really love neutrals as well, but it has some great neutrals here as well, some yummy browns, and I feel like, as I said, you can do a lot with it, but this is not a palette you're traveling with, like you take on vacation, because it's so big and bulky, like bulky, I don't know, bulky, but it's big. the Glam Light Cake palette is bulky, but it's just a little bit too many shades in this one. They could have downsized it a lot because you have a lot of shades that looks kind of the same. They are not the same though, but they could have done it a little more, a smaller palette, I mean. You almost have as a neon orange here. Maybe we're gonna dig into this one. I do love these shades, like oranges, red, yellow. Yellow is my favorite shade when it comes to eyeshadow. Purple and pink as well, but I mean, yeah, it makes me really happy. Okay, now I want to deepen up this. I think I'm gonna go with this red here. So we're gonna take that one, gonna put it here in the other part. So this is gonna be like a very, you say sunrise or sunset look. Is there both, or is it just one, like one name for that? I'm gonna take a little bit of that red we have and just put it very close here to my lower lash line. Okay guys, what are we going to do now? Let's jump in to the cake palette. Well, I am gonna put this on my lid, so let's take this one. When I swatched it with my fingers, I felt like it was a little bit dry. I'm gonna see, we're gonna spray it, so maybe that's gonna help it to be more foiled and intense. I don't know, this palette is old, as I said, so some formulas just gets older faster. This is a beautiful yellow though. I mean, Glamlight has released a lot of fun palettes since this one, but I haven't picked it up. But I am very tempted to buy the really dark, mysterious palette they have now in collaboration with Chucky, and Chucky's chick. I don't know. I have seen one movie, I think, with Chucky, but I mean, I don't like scary movies, so, or horror movies, but I have seen Chucky movie. That palette looked so beautiful, really dark and cool, and yeah. Oh, what a beautiful look. I mean, this is just like matching. So good. Okay, is this the finished look? I feel like this is the finished look. So, what else did I have? Well, I'm gonna finish off my eyes later on, but I feel like I had these as favorites. This is from Nabla, and this is so good, you guys. This is their liquid lipstick. I think it's like dreamy liquid lipstick. This is in Rumors. This is a red, and it's stunning. This I need to repurchase. This is the only thing I have left. This is from I Heart Revolution. This is the peachy, tasty peach. I can totally recommend these. I'm gonna repurchase, as I said. I have a list because I had maybe 4 shades. I have thrown them away because they were bad, but this one is still good. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. So this is in the shade Melba, I think, because yeah, Melba. This is one of my favorite ones, but I'm gonna repurchase a few of those shades because this is a great formula. It's smooth, it doesn't feel dry on the lips. It's opaque, but it's not like 100% opaque, so that's why it's very like forgiving on your lips, but still you have pigment. It's very nice on your lips, like it feels really nice. It wears really nicely as well. It doesn't crumbling, doesn't get crusty or anything. I just love this, but I do need to line my lips first. Okay, I line my lips with this one. This is also a favorite. I don't know if it was back in 2020, but this is from H&M, a lip liner that has the shade name Cayenne. I don't know if they still have it. So let's take this one, and I think I'm gonna repurchase like online today because I have forgot about it, but oh my god, what I love this formula. And this shade, guys, if you love like terracotta, brownish oranges, this is a beautiful, am I in focus? This is a beautiful lipstick. So I'm gonna finish the eye look off camera. I'm gonna put something in my waterline. We're gonna see what that's gonna be. And I'm also gonna put some mascara, a liner, and lashes on. And I'm gonna come back and give you the finished look. Okay guys, there you have the finished finished look. What do you think, guys? I love this. I mean, it matches this top so good, but I really love these colors. And I mean, the quality of, let me see here, this one is great. It's just that it's very, very big and bulky. And this cake palette, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use the cake palette that much in the future, but it was fun to play with today, that yellow shade. And all of the other products, I mean, the foundation, I feel like I really can repurchase that one. I mean, there is a reason it was on my like favorite of 2020. I mean, I still love it, obviously, and a lot of these products are really good products that I still love, but some of them I use more, some of them I have a little bit forgotten, or I don't use that much anymore. But it's very interesting to see how it changed through the years. But I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Give it a big thumbs up if you have, and as I said in the beginning, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye!